Right now in the lineup, breaking news, a major firefight in the city's Tacony section. Plumes of thick black smoke were pouring from a building there this morning. We've got the latest.
Today marks the first day of SEPTA rider cuts, at least for the weekday. In effect, NBC 10's Brenna White talking with commuters at the Frankfurt Transportation Center.
Summer is over for students in the Philadelphia School District and their teachers who just reached a tentative deal to avoid a strike. We're going to have more on that agreement.
And the stories and much more in today's edition of The Lineup. It is Monday, August 25th, 2025. Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today.
Yeah, starting with that breaking news, a fire at a building in Philadelphia's Tacony neighborhood.
Crews spent hours fighting it this morning. It's now under control. Let's get to NBC 10's Alex DePrado. He's got the latest.
A 5-alarm fire breaking out overnight here in Tacony. 60 fire trucks and 175 firefighters called to the scene on State Road. A warehouse with cars and tires is fueling the fire. The smoke is billowing into Tacony, so firefighters recommend if you live west of 95, shut doors and windows.
We do have air management that's en route to start sampling, do some air sampling. And of course, with the products of combustion from all the things that are inside the warehouse, we always recommend just staying away and not breathing this stuff in.
The cause of this fire is unknown so far, and there have been no injuries. In Tacony, I'm Alex DePrado, NBC 10 News.
Happening now, SEPTA riders, they're experiencing their new normal.
Yeah, it's the first weekday with SEPTA service cuts in effect. NBC 10's Brenna White has been talking to riders at the Frankfurt Transportation Center.
This could impact really anybody who leaves their house. Right here at the Frankfurt Transit Center, many routes have been cut or eliminated, and we have been seeing crowds of people waiting for their bus this morning. Commuters will have fewer options for getting to work. Students might have to change their plans to get to class, and people who don't even use public transit could see a lot more cars on the road because of these changes. A few bus and metro lines are impacted here in Frankfurt. Officials have warned these reductions and cuts in service might cause more crowds at stops, and the changes, they're not over yet. In about a week, on September 1st, fare hikes go into effect. It'll cost you 21.5% more to ride. Then regional rail cuts go into effect September 2nd. Reductions in service will continue all through January unless SEPTA comes up with more money before then. The transit agency is asking people to plan extra time for their commutes as these changes start. I've talked to several riders today who say they want lawmakers to do something to help people who rely on SEPTA.
People are trying to make an honest living. They want to go to work. They don't want everything for nothing. And they need SEPTA. It's very important. People have to eat, people have to go to work. They're trying to do an honest living. Do something to help us.
Even if you don't ride SEPTA, AAA says you can expect delays on your ride into work or school today, since more people will be driving if their usual public transit plan has changed. That's why the Philly Streets Department says they will have more staffing on hand just in case any issues arise, so they can tackle those issues and get people where they need to go, hopefully on time. Reporting in Frankfurt, Brenna White, NBC 10 News.
And right now on NBC10.com, there's a SEPTA budget crisis link on our homepage. That's where you'll find all the information we put together on the latest with the transit agency. By the way, also the first day of school for students in the Philadelphia School District. And this morning, the district is also celebrating a tentative agreement with its teachers union on a new contract. The announcement coming late last night.
NBC 10's Yukari Nakayama has the latest.
We heard from the superintendent, who says it was a relief that they came to a tentative agreement avoiding a strike in the near future. Now, he made a pit stop here at this Broad Street garage to welcome school bus drivers to start off the day off strong. Luckily, yesterday, with just hours to spare, both the school district and the teachers union came to a tentative agreement. Details on that agreement have not been shared, but in a joint statement, the superintendent says he was pleased with the tentative 3-year agreement, while the teachers union president said the deal gives families and teachers peace of mind. The word today, relief.
It's always a relief when we can make decisions together that show that we value our hardworking employees and we want them to feel seen, heard, valued, and respected.
The superintendent says they are just looking forward to starting off the school year strong. They will continue celebrations today, and we'll be reporting on them all day. Here on the north side, Yukari Nakayama, NBC 10 News.
For many, today's the first day of school, and over the last few years, we've seen more schools create policies for students who have cell phones.
That's right. NBC 10's Neil Fisher shows us the new approach one local school is taking this year and how the cell phone policies continue to grow across the country.
As students enter only high school for the first day of school, their phones will be out of sight and out of mind.
After school, the weekends, before school, kids can have their phone, be on social media, do all the things that they love. During school, we're asking them to focus on learning.
Olney has had a cell phone policy for many years, but to be more effective, a new system is in place for students. The school district of Philadelphia allows principals across the district to make the ultimate decision.
It's about student safety and student learning. As a principal, our school leadership team feels strongly that this is the best thing for students and their learning, and that's what we want to be about.
Olney principal Michael Roth tells me he got the locker idea from Frankfurt High, where he says it's been a success.
I anticipate no more than 400 students actually using the lockers, and we have a little over 1,000.
Olney and Frankfurt aren't the only schools in the area keeping phones out of the hands of students. Last year, the Cherry Hill School District banned phones in the classroom. And in January, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy called for a statewide ban on cell phones in schools. According to the Associated Press, 35 states have laws or rules which limit phones in schools, including 18 states which ban phones throughout the school day. Here in Philadelphia, Principal Roth says some junior and senior students may earn the right to keep their phones with them in school through a program known as the Trojan Program.
We're going to probably wait 2 or 3 weeks to get this up and running and then re-implement that. So there will be some students who've shown leadership that will be able to have their phone on them.
Reporting in Olney, Neil Fisher, NBC 10 News.
And in Delaware County, Villanova University dealing with yet another fake 911 call for an active shooter.
Radnor Township Police responded to Austin Hall just after 11 o'clock yesterday morning. The alerts interrupted Mass at St. Thomas of Villanova Church. Police were able to quickly confirm the call was a hoax.
We need to stay in the church until we get an all clear from our security force. There's something going on outside, and they don't want people exiting the church. Thank you very much. Here we go again.
Students there already on edge after last week's incident. Last Thursday's fake active shooter call caused chaos during freshman orientation events at the university. Investigators are still working to find out who made the fake 911 calls. Lane closures on City Avenue, they start this morning.
Yeah, from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., one lane in each direction on City Avenue will be blocked between 59th and Lapsley Lane. Crews will be working on the St. Joe's University pedestrian bridge. PennDOT warning drivers to expect delays and backups because of the construction. The work should wrap up on Thursday. Researchers say that reading for enjoyment is in a free fall.
So there was a new study just completed in the journal iScience. It found that daily reading just for fun has declined by more than 40% over the last 2 decades. The researchers found steeper drops among Black Americans than white Americans and those in rural areas compared to urban areas. They say it suggests a cultural shift with fewer people making time for reading.
So sad.
You know, this was one of my New Year's resolutions.
To read
was
more
to
books?
read, to try and read more books.
Yeah.
You know, you get busy in your everyday life. You're shuttling kids all around. It's just like stuff gets in the way. It's like, you know what, take some time, sit down and read it. I'm not one of the Kindle, I don't read
I
on the...
can't do it either.
I
have to
like
do a physical
the
book.
paper.
Same here. Whether I'm on a beach or even like reading in bed before I go to sleep, it's better than doing this.
Exactly.
Like staring into a phone.
But think about it, with people with young kids, I used to read on the beach.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
and when they're young, you're not reading anymore. You're watching.
Oh, I know that now.
You are watching, right? There's no more reading on the beach for you.
No.
Sorry.
Or it's like a look for my wife.
Yeah, you got to find.
Like, what do you think you're doing?
You got to find another time to do it. Hey, feel like you're struggling to make ends meet? Well, you are not alone.
Yeah, half of Americans, they feel like they don't make enough money, according to a new study by Talker Research. On average, people say they need to make $74,000 a year to enjoy a lifestyle. 1 in 5 say they need to make 6 figures. Nearly 2/3 of people reported that they are considering picking up a side hustle to make more money.
All right. Well, happening now, you can find deals at some of your favorite restaurants. Everybody looking for a deal? Well, these are along the shore.
Yeah, Wildwood Restaurant Week is underway. Participating restaurants will offer $40 3-course dinner menus, as well as lunch and breakfast specials. Restaurant Week ends on Thursday.
You got another shot at some big money tonight.
That's right. The Powerball jackpot now up to $750 million. The estimated cash value is $339 million, the 10th largest jackpot ever. We're going to have the winning numbers on NBC 10 News at 11 o'clock tonight.
I wish I could say that I'm feeling good about this one. I've played a couple of times.
We over and over now, and it's what 1 out of 293 million chance, right? Something crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I was like, look, I only buy one ticket. I only spend $2.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe third time's a charm.
You know, I will say, I'm surprised that the number didn't jump more from 700. It went to 700. Usually when it gets this high, all of a sudden they exponentially leap because more people are playing. Do you think there's like some people that are just like, you know what, it's impossible to win?
It's impossible to. Well, somebody is going to win. It might not be us.
Yeah.
But if it were me, you wouldn't know it.
Oh, really?
No.
I wouldn't know it?
No, I'm talking to camera. I mean, meaning I'll be here. You know?
Really? I'm out.
For a little bit.
Wile E. Coyote, you just see the dust ball, and that's it.
Think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If I got the cash option, $339 million?
Yeah, but you wouldn't want anybody to know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to like make it look.
Isn't Pennsylvania one of these states where
Ooh, I don't know. You got to set up. You got to set up the LLC.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, look, I know what to do if I win. I just got to win the money, right?
There you go. It's good.
That does it for today's edition of the lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app, and you can catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
See ya.